You've been lied to. You've been told you need an audience, thousands of followers, a gigantic email list to sell anything. That's false. What if I told you that your greatest strength today is precisely having no one? No noise, no expectations, just a blank slate. Stick with me, because I'm going to tell you a story, inspired by real events, about how to transform this absolute void into your biggest asset. Over the next 14 minutes, we're going to deconstruct this myth together. We'll follow the journey of someone we'll call Alex, who started from zero subscribers, and managed to kickstart a sales mechanism without ever chasing popularity. We'll explore the 7 precise steps of their method, a counterintuitive approach that goes against everything you've learned. Forget the race for likes, we're going to talk about connection, strategy, and human psychology. Let's get started. Chapter 1: The Illusion of the Crowd. Alex's story starts like many others. After months of hard work, Alex had created a magnificent product, handmade notebooks with customizable leather covers. Proud of their creation, Alex did what everyone advises: create a social media account, post beautiful photos, use the right hashtags. And then, nothing. Absolute silence. A few likes from family, a comment from a friend. 0 sales. 0 messages. It was disheartening, a true digital wasteland. Alex felt invisible, as if their work had no value. It was at this precise moment, on the verge of giving up, that the first realization struck. The problem wasn't the product. The problem was the strategy. Alex was trying to shout into an empty concert stadium, hoping someone would hear. The first, and most crucial, step was a radical shift in mindset. Stop trying to talk to everyone. The obsession with a large audience is a trap when you're starting out. It's an illusion that paralyzes. The real question isn't how do I reach thousands of people, but how do I reach one person, but the right one. It was by accepting to be no one that Alex found the freedom to start differently. Chapter 2: The Power of One. The second step flows directly from this revelation. Stop thinking in thousands. Think in one. Who is the unique person on this planet who most needs what you have? Not a group, not a demographic. One person. Give them a name. Imagine their day. This is your 0 client. For Alex, it was Clara. Alex imagined Clara, a young author struggling with her first novel, who loves the smell of paper and the feel of leather, who seeks an inspiring object to capture her ideas. Alex didn't look for Clara on Instagram. Alex went where Clara would spend her time: confidential writing forums, small online reading groups. And there, instead of selling, Alex listened. Alex read Clara's messages, her doubts, her writer's blocks. One day, in a conversation, Clara complained about not being able to find any notebook that truly inspired her to write. That was the signal. Alex didn't send an advertising link. Alex sent a private, sincere, and personalized message. Hi Clara, I read your message about your search for inspiration. It's funny because I make notebooks exactly for people like you. It costs nothing to take a look, but I think it might resonate with you. The message was human. There was no pressure. And Clara replied. She visited the site and became the very first customer. Sale number 1. The starting point for everything. This first victory proved one thing: it is infinitely more powerful to create a deep connection with a single person than to superficially reach 1,000 people. But finding that first person is just the beginning. The real secret is what you do right after that first sale. This is where it all counts. Chapter 3: The Whispering Strategy. After the sale to Clara, Alex's instinct, like anyone else's, would have been to ask for a public testimonial, a 5-star review, a post on her social media. But Alex did the opposite. Alex understood that trust is a fragile and intimate thing. Instead of asking Clara to shout, Alex asked her to whisper. A few days after she received her notebook, Alex sent her a simple message: "I'm so glad you like the notebook. My question is a bit unusual, but I prefer human connections to big ad campaigns. Thinking about your friends or contacts, is there one other person who, like you, would find real value in what I do? If so, a simple private introduction would be amazing. No request for public sharing. No pressure. Just an invitation to share a discovery with someone trusted. Clara, delighted with her experience, immediately thought of her friend Mark, an artist who always complained about the quality of his sketchbooks. She put them in touch. And just like that. Sale number 2. This was the whispering strategy. Trust is much better transmitted from ear to ear than in a crowded marketplace. This approach allowed for building a customer base not on volume, but on pure trust and authentic relationships. Each new customer was a potential gateway to the next, organically and personally. Chapter 4, Borrowing Trust, Not Audiences. With 2 sales under their belt, Alex could have tried to build their own audience. But that was still too slow. That's where the 4th idea came in. Why build a castle when you can be a distinguished guest in dozens of beautiful homes? The idea wasn't to collaborate with influencers, i.e., borrowing their audience, but to integrate small communities to borrow their trust. The nuance is essential. Alex identified 5 or 6 online micro-communities, a Discord server for tabletop role-playing game fans, a private Facebook group for calligraphy enthusiasts, a subforum for amateur poets. Places where fewer than 500 people interacted, but very strongly. Alex didn't arrive saying, "Buy my notebooks." For weeks, Alex participated. Alex offered advice, shared resources, commented on others' work, asked questions. Alex became a valued member, a familiar name. Trust was built naturally. And only when someone asked a question like, "Where can I find a good notebook for?" Alex simply replied, "I make them myself. If you're interested, I can send you the link privately." The response was always positive. Alex was no longer an unknown vendor but a community member offering a solution. That is infinitely more powerful. And now, you might be thinking this is a known technique. But wait until you see how this can be applied in a way no one uses, by creating a tool that sells for you. Chapter 5, The Trojan Horse of Value. Step 5 was an acceleration. Participating in communities took time. Alex needed a system. Instead of talking about their product, Alex decided to create something that solved a problem adjacent to their product. The problem wasn't just where to find a good notebook, but how to overcome writer's block. So, Alex spent a weekend creating a simple, 10-page PDF guide titled Conquering the Blank Page, 10 Writing Exercises to Unleash Your Creativity in 15 Minutes. It was a concentrated dose of value, free, with no email required in exchange. Inside this guide, at the end, there was a single small sentence, "P.S. If you're looking for the perfect tool to practice these exercises, the notebooks I make are designed for exactly that. Here's the link." This was the Trojan horse. Alex then shared this free guide in the communities where trust had been established. "Hey everyone, I created this little resource for those with creative blocks. I hope it helps." The reaction was explosive. People downloaded it, shared it. And naturally, a portion of these people, after receiving value for free, clicked the link and became customers. Alex was no longer selling a product. Alex was offering a solution, and the product was its logical extension. Chapter 6, The Physical Bridge. Until now, everything had been happening online. But Alex realized that the digital world was noisy and competitive. What if the biggest opportunity lay where no one was looking anymore, the physical world? This is the most surprising step of the method. Alex designed magnificent postcards. On one side, an inspiring illustration, on the other, a very short text, "Inspiration is everywhere. Capture it," with a QR code. This code didn't lead directly to the sales page. It led to the free guide for conquering the blank page. Alex then identified physical places where their Claras and Marks spent time. Bulletin boards in art schools, small neighborhood libraries, independent cafes where people come with their laptops to write, craft stores. Alex discreetly left a small stack of these postcards in each location. It wasn't aggressive advertising, it was a discovery, an object of curiosity. People picked up the card for its beauty, scanned the code out of curiosity, stumbled upon the valuable guide, and a fraction of them discovered and purchased the notebooks. Alex had created a bridge between the physical world and their digital universe, going where competition was non-existent. This physical method changed everything. But the most powerful part is how to turn these initial efforts into a self-sustaining system. And that's the last key. Chapter 7: The Ripple Effect Engine. The final step is what transforms a series of one-off sales into a self-feeding machine. Alex understood that the best sale is the one you don't have to make yourself. The goal was to turn every customer into an ambassador, but without explicitly asking them to. How? By creating an unforgettable experience. Each notebook sent wasn't just a product in a box. It was a gift package. Inside, the notebook was wrapped in tissue paper, with a subtle scent of an old book. There was a handwritten note, personally thanking the customer by name. And the stroke of genius, there was also a small unexpected gift, a high-quality pencil, for instance. Finally, 2 cards were slipped into the package. One offered a 10% discount on the customer's next order. The other card was identical, but with a simple instruction: for the friend who needs it most. It was a subtle yet powerful invitation to share. Customers were so impressed by the attention to detail, by the unboxing experience, that they naturally talked about it. They posted photos online without being asked. They gave the second card to a friend, creating a new sale based on a personal and enthusiastic recommendation. It was a ripple effect engine. Every satisfied customer created waves that brought in new ones. In conclusion, Alex's story shows us a different path. Selling without an audience isn't a magic formula, it's a philosophy. It begins by letting go of the illusion of the crowd. Then, you focus on a single person, the zero client. You use the whispering strategy for growth based on trust. You borrow trust from micro-communities instead of chasing audiences. You offer value before asking for anything, thanks to the Trojan horse. You create unexpected bridges with the physical world. And finally, you transform each customer into a source of new ripples through a memorable experience. It's not the fastest path, but it's the most solid. You're not building an audience of spectators, you're building a community of true fans, one by one. The void isn't an obstacle. It's your canvas. It's your starting point. Save this video so you don't forget. Don't forget to subscribe.